it was we were at this airfield south of France towards the end of the war, and he went out with, he'd always carried this 45 under his belt, and only in the back, okay. He went out and the other thing he did, he would try to intimidate, he never tried to intimidate me, but some of the others with this 45. And, but he always carried it, even when we were in garrison. And he went out this particular night, and I think Cullings was with him. And see, they had the medic jeep. We had a jeep there. And somehow, I don't know how it happened, but the gun went off and it creased the cheek of his butt. And I tell you, the skin opened that wide, and it was a good 5 or 6 inch crease, you know, in length. And so I remember him for days after that, bent over with Cullings dressing it until he got well.
How did Cullings get nominated for the Medal of Honor?
Oh, there was a guy by the name, I think his name was Kilby. I think he's in the police force up there in Dillsburg.
Uh-huh.
I got a copy. I got a letter asking for my depiction.
Oh, okay.
And wanted me to reinforce the argument. But this Kilby was the one that instigated this.
Oh, he's put in for it.
In fact, he sent me the letter, and I answered it. And I told him, I said, what happened was, it was at Thiers Dumont. We ran into this firefight in taking the objective. And Cullings and I were behind this bunker. And since he was in front of me, and they yelled for medic in that direction and in that direction. So I said, okay, Gordon, you go this way, and I'll go that. So that we did. And so it must have been about 150 to 200 feet was this trooper, had been shot in the scapula. That's, you know what a scapula is, that's shoulder blade. Mm-hmm. And I threw him over my shoulders to carry him back. I didn't, because the bullets were flying. It was sounded like a beehive. There were so many of them around. And he couldn't, he said, that hurts. He said, let me down. So he staggered. I was holding him, so we ran back behind the bunker. I started working on him. And they brought Cullings back. Cullings had a very similar wound as my man in the scapula. And so anyway, the Captain Dietrich wrote a letter of commendation, and he received the Silver Star for his. And from that, I don't know who told what, but Kilby embellished it. He deserved the Silver Star, but comparing it to what Sergeant Funk did, for instance, he did not deserve the CMH. Mm-hmm. I didn't say that. Mm-hmm. All I wrote to Kilby was what I had seen, mm-hmm. and I had not seen the action that had been described by anybody else. I went back in that direction afterwards because there was still some fighting going on. But I was lucky I didn't get shot. Incidentally, Cullings was telling me that his surgeon told him, says, you know, you got shot with a wooden bullet. Said, I had a hell of a time getting all of the splinters
Wow.
out of the wound. So I don't know whether you should derive something from the type of troops that we were fighting or what there. Certainly they weren't SS. SS would have had, you know, real bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been Hitler Youth or something like that.
Mm-hmm.